people living across Ontario. What I would like to see us do, and I've been very vocal about this, is I would like to see us go back. I mean, I am still able to do a large part of my job. You know, I'm able to meet with people, and that's what I've been using the time to do, because the riding is so darn big. You know, 350,000 square kilometers that I've been going day and night. But it does limit my ability to raise important issues. And you'll know in Rainy River, I mean, I've raised issues about the doctor shortage. I was very active about the travel information centers. And those are things where we can't get the answers that we need to those things, and keeping the pressure on. Because sometimes the government will make decisions, you know, they can be very earnest decisions. They could think that, well, you know, here's our bottom line, we have to cut a little bit. Well, you know, the travel information centers, the numbers look like they've been down, so we'll do it. But, you know, we need to keep that pressure on, and that's something that we look for irrigation. What I did want to do was I wanted to thank the Chamber of Commerce for putting this on and for inviting me. I want to congratulate you on 80 years. That's amazing. You've done a lot of hard work, and you've helped the businesses in this community a lot over those years. And I wanted to also take some time to thank all of the volunteers, past and present, because I know it's getting increasingly more difficult to find those volunteers, to find people who have the time. I mean, I wanted this to be a positive speech, but, you know, we do know, it's no surprise that, you know, it's getting difficult to find work sometimes, and people have to sometimes work a few jobs, and when you do that, there just isn't really the time to volunteer. But what I did want to say is we have had some challenges. There's no doubt about that with the forest industry, with the global recession, but we also have a tremendous amount of opportunities, especially in places like Rainy River and all across the riding. That we have mining that is set to take off. I think we're going to listen to another speaker who's going to talk about some of the mining opportunities here. The forest sector is rebounding. We're seeing the mill in Ignace, that's going to be reopening. And so it's just a matter of, if we work together, we can make these things happen. So one of the things that and I'll try not to go too long because I usually have a 2-minute rule. I'm in it, and I don't like listening to long political speeches. I glaze over, and so I'm trying to keep it short. But you know, we do have some opportunities, but we need to work together to make them a reality. And that's something that I've really been trying to do since being elected. It's, in my view, it's really important to raise the issues and keep on the people making the decisions when they make the wrong decision. But it's also important to sit down with those people, sit across the table, walk across the aisle, which I've done many times, and sit down with the ministers and bend their ear and say, you know, I hear you, I understand the difficult position that you're in and that you have to make cuts, but this really isn't the area, and I'll tell you why. You know, this isn't, and so I have done a lot of that. And on that note, I want to stress the importance of all of us working together. Just as important as it is for me to sit down across the table with ministers and people in all sorts of organizations, it's important that all of us in this room, being from the north, are on the same page, that we have that open dialogue, that we have that communication, and that we work together. Because if we are strong, and if we are one solid voice, you know, we will be, you know, a force that, and I think that we'll see positive results. So one final thing I wanted to thank the Chamber for. We're currently working on this right now, and I didn't really intend to mention it, but since I'm here, I'm going to mention it. I'm going to be doing a food drive for this Christmas, and I'm going to have 8 drop-off locations across the riding where I'll be accepting food for the food bank, and the Chamber has graciously accepted to take on that challenge. What will happen is whenever people drop off food, they'll get a ballot, and just before Christmas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one name from all the 8 communities, and people are going to get a $50 gift certificate for a local business of their choice. So what it's going to do is it's going to help people who Kenora-Rainy, but it's also going to help local businesses in our area. And then there will be a couple of top prizes of $250 for a local business and $100. So I do thank him for that support, and I'm just trying to do my part in my role of making sure that people are aware that any little decision that we make with shopping local and helping our local economy does go a long way. So I'm trying to do my part, and again, I thank you very much, and congratulations on 80 years. I talked way longer than I intended to, so I apologize, but thanks very much.